Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on another SEC team, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. Coverage team brings down the returner. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And the Eagles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Gets into space at the 50. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. They get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
There's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Makes a quick grab. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. The Pirates look to keep this drive moving.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Fighting off the tackler. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. The Pirates come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That game moves the ball out near the 25. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Powering through. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
He'll hand it off. He's found some room with the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Williams. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Looking right, this one caught. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. The Pirates looking to run some tempo here.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Defense is coming after him. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second down now after the sack. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's Hauser. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle it at the 44.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's that defense shifting again. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Pirates come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw caught over the middle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Pirates come to the line in a hurry-up. He hands it off from the gun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. Back to pass. It's Hauser. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the grab. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers making some adjustments now. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Great cut there. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
On the run, it's Bond. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And the Eagles come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. In the red area, it's Bond. And the Eagles pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And tackled after a small pickup there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the Eagles will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
East Carolina's offense is back out on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Ball handed off. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. One more play before they head to the locker room. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Eagles will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
To the air, it's Hauser. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
I love plays like this when everything just kind of comes together. It's like an orchestra. Offensive line giving the quarterback enough time. The receiver works from the left all the way over across the formation to the right. And the quarterback with that time puts the ball right on the money. Well designed and well executed here for a big play for this offense.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The Pirates will crank up the tempo.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
The Pirates with 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Pirates looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. 2nd down and goal upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, East Carolina. That puts them on top in the second half. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Eagles offense back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
His defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And the Eagles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the first down marker.
Finding some room with the 25. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Okay, ready?
Goal line formation for the defense.
Get set.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They stop him again at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Murphy. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
And see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. The shotgun running play call. A change of direction. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Eagles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. I mean, tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The linebacker shifting around now. Tailback takes the handoff again. Breaking tackles. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Crucial third down play coming up. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. And there's the handoff. And they're able to get him down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Looking Okay, it's third down after that run. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.